When people want to take a break, they don't know how to do it strategically. Hey, what's up guys, Jed here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how many days a week you should do intermittent fasting. But before we get into all of that, go ahead and do me a favor by giving this video a like. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so basically, I think that you guys should do intermittent fasting every single day. And you guys might be thinking, oh, that's crazy and I can't do that every day, that's too hard. Well, it's not really that hard, alright? And I think what makes it hard is people making too many excuses to not do it every day. Alright, now here's the number one reason why I think you should do it every day and not just every other day, right? And that reason being, by doing it every other day, you can actually slow down your progress. How do I know this? Answer the question for yourself first. Why don't you want to do it every day? Why do you want to do it every other day? What are you doing on the days that you're not doing intermittent fasting? Matter of fact, I think a majority of the people who want to have a day where they don't do IF is they want a break. They don't want a day where there's a certain point in the day where I have to start fasting and can't eat anymore. People don't want that. I didn't want that in the past, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking a break, from following a routine, but the problem with that is that when people want to take a break, they don't know how to do it strategically, right? They just want to do it where it's a day where, hey, I'm not doing anything today, I'm free, let me just go do whatever I want, eat how much I want. I don't care about the quality of the food and things like that. And when that happens, on the days that you actually did things right, where you're doing intermittent fasting, you're making sure you're in a deficit, people wanting to take a break from doing IF are only asking for slower results. So let's say that your deficit needs to be 1500 calories and you're doing 16.8. Imagine that day where you didn't want to do IF. Are you still going to follow 1500 calories and 16.8? Because I guarantee you that you won't want to. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with wanting to take a break. But there's one thing that you have to accept if you want to go down that route of doing intermittent fasting every other day instead of every day. You have to accept that you won't be getting the results that you want as fast as you want, right? Because you're having days where you're not following your routine. You want a break. And if you want that break, which is totally fine, you have to accept that you're going to be having slower results. Because if you can't come to terms with that, then you have to continue to do intermittent fasting every day. But there's also a good reason why it might not be a good idea to do intermittent fasting every day. That is basically flexibility. Sometimes a friend or a family member has a birthday, sometimes there's a wedding, sometimes there's a graduation, sometimes there's something in life that's just going to interrupt your progress. And that's fine. That's just life in general. And that's okay. It happens to me too all the time. So I have to either not do intermittent fasting or I have to make sure that whatever I'm eating, I'm being cautious about so that I can at least try to eyeball it in terms of calories, making sure that I'm at least trying my best to still be in a caloric deficit. That is the only time that I would think, sure, maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to do intermittent fasting every day. But other than that, I digress. You should do intermittent fasting every day if you want results as fast as possible. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. If you guys are interested in learning more about weight loss and intermittent fasting, be sure to check out my last video where I talk about what you can eat during your fasting window while intermittent fasting. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below letting me know. Do you guys do intermittent fasting every day or every other day? And with that said, I will see you guys next time.